Good morning, America. This is Dr.Rickredalen, the Maverick Doctor, coming to you again. Let's talk a little bit today, a little more about global warming and what it means to us. I mentioned in my last talk that it doesn't matter whether we're Republican, Democrat, Independent. What matters is that we do realize that global warming is taking place. We can argue that global warming is not here, but the 10 hottest years in the history of this planet, that since we started measuring temperatures, have been in the last 20 years. Actually, in the last 10 years, mostly. So if man is to blame for this, shouldn't we try to help it as much as we can? If nature's to blame, shouldn't we give Mother Nature a hand to help as much as we can? I mean, we've tried to influence Mother Nature in the past. We've done rain dances. We've prayed to various gods. I, of course, pray to the one true God. And we do many things that are not in control of our power to influence what is happening to our planet. It is really important today that we look at the things that we can do that will help us. One of the problems our country is, and we all as Americans have, is that we want to impose the same guidelines on the rest of the world as we have on ourselves. One of those things we look at is perhaps Malthusian law. Malthus said that when one country is far advanced beyond the rest of the world, that they have cut off the evolutionary ladder for the rest of the world. So I think we can look at it as the United States uses the vast amount of natural resources in the world to keep us going. But what happens is we make these resources less available to the rest of the world. And if we were to make them available to the rest of the world, could we help them with their additions to global warming also? I'm talking about China. For example, the United States thinks that we don't have the same constraints put on China. But countries that are behind us, like Africa, South America, those aren't countries, those are continents, but many different continents and countries do not have the ability to care for themselves the same as Americans do. In Africa, they're still burning cow dung and charcoal to try to heat a home. We can't expect to keep their carbon dioxide levels down from what ours are, that are burning natural gas. So we have to help the countries that are less fortunate than we are. Perhaps we should also give our technology for coal burning to China and other countries that we consider as third world countries. Perhaps these countries are really not so much third world as they seem to be ahead of us in many different things. What can we do to help these problems? We all have to ask each other every day, what can we do? China a few years ago stopped making chopsticks out of wood. You know what that saved China? It saved them 200 million board feet of lumber per year, simply by stopping production of wooden chopsticks. Amazing, isn't it? China also stopped the use of little grocery bags we see in our supermarkets, like the bags we see in a Walmart store. What has saved them was 1 billion plastic bags a day. Amazing. Why can't the United States do these things? The crisis hasn't hit us yet, so we don't feel we have to. But perhaps if we're a little forward thinking in our thoughts processes, we will start having some of these goals far beyond the time when we actually reach a crisis where we need to enforce all of this. Again, this is Dr. Rickredalen, the Maverick Doctor, coming to you today from sunny Colleyville, where it's cold out. God bless all of you and have a blessed day.